Welcome to Salud al Día. Today we're diving into a topic that most men have probably Googled at some point, but rarely talk about openly: premature ejaculation. Yep, we're going there. And before you start feeling uncomfortable or reaching for the skip button, let me tell you this: you are not alone. This issue is far more common than you might think. And here's the good news: it's manageable. If you're tuning in, it's because you either want to learn how to deal with it yourself, or maybe you're just curious. Either way, kudos to you for showing up. The fact that you're listening means you care. And trust me, that's already half the battle. So grab a drink, relax, and let's talk about what premature ejaculation actually is, why it happens, and most importantly, how you can address it while still making sure your partner feels satisfied, valued, and ready to come back for more. Let's start with the basics. Premature ejaculation happens when a man consistently finishes sooner than he or his partner would like during sex. Now, let's be clear. It happens to everyone occasionally. That's normal. We're talking about when it becomes a pattern, when it happens often enough to cause stress or dissatisfaction in your sex life. And no, it doesn't mean you're broken, and it definitely doesn't mean you're less of a man. It's usually a mix of physical, psychological, and sometimes emotional factors. For some guys, it's tied to anxiety, performance anxiety to be specific. You worry about lasting long enough, and ironically, that very worry makes things end even faster. For others, it might be a physical sensitivity issue. Some men are just naturally more sensitive down there, and that's okay too. Hormonal imbalances, relationship tension, or even certain medical conditions can also play a role. The point is, it's not about blame, it's about understanding the cause so you can find the right solution. Now let's talk about practical things you can actually do. First, and this is important, communication is everything. If you're trying to hide the issue or pretend it doesn't exist, you're only adding more pressure on yourself. Instead, be honest with your partner. Something as simple as saying, "Hey, I'm working on this and I want us to enjoy our time together," can do wonders. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's actually one of the most attractive things you can offer. When it comes to managing premature ejaculation, one of the most effective techniques is called the start-stop method. And no, it's not rocket science. It simply means that when you start feeling close to climaxing, you pause. Take a breath, relax, and wait until the sensation calms down before continuing. Think of it like hitting pause on your favorite song. You're not stopping the experience, you're just making sure you don't hit the finale too soon. Over time, this can help you build more control and confidence. Another useful approach is the squeeze technique. And yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. When you feel like you're close, gently squeeze the tip of your penis just below the head until the urge passes. It's like pressing a reset button. It's simple, effective, and with practice, it can become a valuable tool. But listen, if you're putting all your focus on lasting longer, you're missing the point. Sex isn't just about penetration, it's about connection, pleasure, and intimacy. If you're worried about finishing too quickly, shift your attention to foreplay. Become a master of anticipation. Use your hands, your mouth, your words. Make sure your partner feels appreciated and satisfied before the main event even begins. This not only takes the pressure off you, but it also makes the experience better for both of you. Trust me, foreplay isn't the opening act. It's part of the whole show. Positioning can also make a difference. Some positions are more stimulating and harder to control, while others allow you to set a slower pace. If you notice that certain positions make it harder for you to hold back, switch things up. Communication with your partner comes in handy here too. Experiment together, make it playful, and don't treat it like a performance. Now let's talk about medical options, because yes, they exist. There are desensitizing creams and sprays that you can apply beforehand. These products contain numbing agents like lidocaine or prolocaine, which slightly reduce sensitivity and help you last longer. But here's the key. Use them correctly. Too much, and you might numb yourself completely, kinda defeating the whole purpose, right? Also, some of these creams can transfer to your partner during sex, which can reduce their sensation too. So if you're considering this option, talk to your doctor about the right product and how to use it safely. And don't forget, if you're not using condoms, make sure the cream you choose is condom compatible. If you're open to medications, some antidepressants like SSRIs have been shown to help delay ejaculation. There's also duloxetine, a medication specifically approved for this issue in some countries. These medications aren't a magic fix, but they can be incredibly helpful when used under medical supervision. And let's not forget the mental side of things. Anxiety and stress are major players in premature ejaculation. Mindfulness techniques can actually help. Things like focusing on your breathing, being present in the moment, and not overthinking every move. Therapy is also an excellent option if you feel like anxiety is holding you back. Talking to a professional who specializes in sexual health can give you tailored strategies and support. But here's something I really want to emphasize. It's not about perfection, it's about connection. Sex isn't an exam, and your partner isn't grading you. The most satisfying sexual experiences come from being fully present, communicating openly, and focusing on your partner's pleasure just as much as your own. If something goes wrong, if things end a little sooner than expected, laugh it off. Intimacy thrives in comfort, not in pressure. At the end of the day, premature ejaculation is not a life sentence, and it definitely doesn't define you as a man. It's a challenge, yes, but it's one you can absolutely overcome with a mix of techniques, medical options, and a healthy mindset. And let's not forget, this is about enjoying the journey, not stressing about the finish line. So if you've been dealing with this, here's your takeaway. Communicate, slow down, focus on her, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. You're not broken, you're not alone, and you've got options. If you found today's episode helpful, share it with a friend, leave us a review, and hit that subscribe button. Because here at Salud al Día, we're all about breaking taboos, having honest conversations, and making intimacy better for everyone. This is Salud al Día, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Now go out there, stay confident, stay connected, and most importantly, enjoy the moment.